Hello and welcome to another roguelike demo showcase. As the waves and the calm BGM, I was gonna say washes over me, but it's restarted as I'm speaking in Backpack Brain. Today we're checking out Morse. It's very simple. It's like an under 50 megabyte game. I mean, by the look, of course, you can sort of tell the vibes of it. I don't actually know what it is. There's something about Morse code. We're fighting the Kaiser's army. Then there's a war sort of theming to it. And like a battleship also type theming, like you sunk my battleship. Let's just... Okay. Telegraph. Strike, classic tapper. Okay, we can rogue. This is like your starting deck. We're Battleships. Telegraphist mobile with tutorial. Oh, okay. Let's start with the amateur. Because we don't know what we're doing. And let's go into a game. Midnight. Okay, do we need our mouse? If not, I'll take it off of the screen for you all at least. Incoming telegram. The Kaiser's not imperialist, that's something else. Fleet has breached the naval blockade of Germany. Isn't the Kaiser Germany? Oh wait, you know what, whatever. Vanquish the Empire's attack at all costs. Enemies left 3. Okay, there's a lot to go on the screen. We're going to Morse. Here's how the game works. Okay? Move around the grid using Morse code. Okay, press left mouse, tap for the hold for a dash. You can configure the length of how long you want to press it in settings. Okay. To continue, enter N. Now try R. I may actually learn Morse code from this. This is actually interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's cover artillery. Artillery shells will slowly load in. Press right mouse to fire on L. Boom. Okay. They flash hidden ships. Nearby strikes fully reveal them. Okay. Show the hidden ships at L, A, and N. So you gotta put in like the code. Okay, here we go. We're getting the hang of it. But how do we know where they are? I guess you have to use them. Ah! Horizontal shell unlock, suppressive shell unlock. Oh, I see. This is very clever. I like a roguelike that uses the theming as well as the text is going a bit fast on the left, like ticker wheel, but I would like it to at least be click-throughable rather than just keep going. Okay, horizontal row or suppressive shell. Let's do that. There was another one that loaded up there for a second. Now we need to lay C mines. Okay. Extra line of defense. Let's put one there. Put one there, I guess. I don't actually know if it matters. We'll do that. German ships approach from the east. That's... Yes, I understand where the east is for a second there. Remember, enemy ships are hidden until they're revealed by artillery. So, but is there like a timer? Okay, there's one. If too many slip by... we will be overrun. Okay. How do I know? Do I just have to guess? Okay, so I have to like time it mentally. I have to be like... I have to know. But my ammo does, like, I have like a reload. I see the bar now. So I gotta like keep an eye on the timing. We've sunk one. I gotta do a quick flash here just to see what's up. Enemies left 5. Down you go. Another one is coming. It should be here now. No. Okay. My timing is not very good. I don't want to keep changing because then it'll take a bit longer. And I'm concerned about my aim. Oh god, there's gonna be columns and rows, isn't there? I see it. We've sunken it. I see it now. Music is very somber. I like it because you're giving the vibes because you're not actually in the fight. You're like, it's all abstracted until it's too late, you know? Reload speed, up or radius illumination. Let's try let's show ships from further away or show reload. Let's do that. Okay, I interrupted your tutorial, which is dot dash dash dash. Prepare your defenses. Okay. We gotta place some sea mines down. Eruption. Probably we want to put some there. And then, I don't know. Put some there. Okay. And then... Okay, that was not right. Oh, wait, I was in the right place. Get shot? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, we were in trouble there for a second. Hold on. Hold on, I did not get in the right place. That's because I'm not in... There we go. That's more like it. We'll just wait. Let's be chill about it. A game with only 2 buttons that is still like mechanically demanding is actually quite interesting. Let's wait on this one. Like the attention to detail that's gone in here is very much engaging to me here. Okay, we gotta. Down you go. There was another one coming. It's not here yet. I prematurely hit that one, but I prefer having way more ammo. We're already here. Okay, there we go. 3 enemies left. I see them. My bad, y'all. Wasted my time on that one, but it's okay. Wait a bit. Here we go. You've been sunken. Enemies eliminated. I get it! I get it now. I understand it now. There's nowhere really better to place. I could place myself over my reload icon, but you know what? Let's just keep myself. Efficient shell usage will be rewarded with faster shell supplies. Okay. Is that like... So your reload speed is improved. Wait, supply rate displays horizontally where? Bottom left-hand corner. It's vertically, no? Missing a target resets the supply rate. Unless you mean the bar above the bar here. So we can get faster reload speeds if we're efficient. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to miss. What's this? Shell types reveal sooner. I don't really care. Shells show ships from further away. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's lay our sea mines. We'll put one here and then... Hold on, why didn't that work? There we go. Where else do we want it? Probably we want like a... And honestly, my settings, I think I want to like... Okay, first of all, we should probably at least go here. Okay. That was not right. There we go. That's better. It's not much better, but it is better. Okay. Wait. Go now. Go now. I see. Oh god. Yeah, the bottom one is moving faster. We'll stay here just so we can, like... Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. There we go. The mine will have to take care of that one for now. Hold on. That was close. Okay, that was also quite close. We'll get this one because it does move quite fast. We can get a collateral. Hold on. The collateral. Oh, yes. Hold on. I'm messing up the clicking a little bit. Oh, you're the last enemy left. Okay, once you're down, you're down. We're good. Okay. Not bad. Oh, shit. Can I mess with the settings here? I can. Okay. We gotta... How long to hold for a dash? I have to make this quite short. That's where I am, brother. How long before the Morse is sent? About as fast as I could possibly imagine. I don't really see any problem for that. There we go. Yeah, because I'm fine with the dot just being a quick click. Listen, they didn't have the Logitech Superlight back in World War I, okay? If they had the Logitech Superlight, I don't know what would have happened. In fact, I don't think anything would change if that was the only... You know, that's an interesting... If any short story writers, do people still write short stories? I don't think people do anymore. Fantasy world setting. Logitech Superlight gets sent back to pre-World War I. How does tech change? I don't think tech changes because I don't think they had the mechanisms to figure out that, but maybe they did. I don't know. Probably not. An intensely bright shell or vertical column. We want vertical column. Send me the vertical column. Okay, now we can. See, listen, I'm a gamer, okay? We're not slow reaction timing in this. We're going quick and we're sending these shots ASAP. If we miss a few bullets, we'd rather miss than not hit and then get fucked. Like that, like so. And we can do flicking. I had to wait a bit on that one. A bit of intentionality is requested, I would say. Okay, we're waiting on this one. I don't want to let our minds, like, if I can live ahead of our minds for the most part, I'm gonna be happy. You're here, right? Yes, okay. Okay, I mean, listen. Was the one in the top row a faster one? I don't know if it was. Oh shit, I did not even see that one. Oh god. There we go. There's another one, but I don't know if I should wait here. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. I need to recalibrate. Oh god. Okay, we clutched up on some of those. You have to really, you have to really not make one mistake when things are overwhelming you. Like, you can pre-move it, and it's fine. And I think sensitivity-wise, as long as it's something you can get used to, then it's not really a problem. Also, I'm wondering if there's gonna be a problem. Like, I'm not using the right side chart. I'm using the like actual grid. Oh god, things are gonna get crazy. Minesweeper sighted. Oh no. What's this? Explosions reveal enemies longer or show ships from further away. Basically, do you have a better, like, is your memory good? Because if your memory is good, you don't need the longer flash. My memory's not that good. In fact, it's probably pretty bad. But I think I'm gonna take this one anyway, because it seems to me to be good. Destroying. Let's start here. There we go. Oh shit. Chill. Oh, nice. We gotta move to the top. This being like a two-player game, like keep talking, no one explodes. Do you see my vision? Like, one player has the info and the other player has to do the directions, and like you split the controls. Oh god. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. We're not missing any, right? We didn't lose one going down the top bench. Okay, there we go. I wasted one just to see. Because as long as I keep shooting at the ones that show up at the beginning, then we should have a continuous sort of chain. That's my logic. I mean, listen, we still haven't lost one in 2. We still have the minefield. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I missed that one. Quick. That one. Okay, quick. One more, please. There we go. Nice. Was that 2? Also, there's one more in here. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. Quick flicks. Mental flicks. Are these the real Morse codes for the numbers? There must be, right? There's no reason to lie. Morse code's real, after all. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Quick! There we go. I think there's one here, but I'm not quite confident on it. Let me get the double collat on this one. Nice. Okay. Wave complete. Very nice, very nice. Do we win? Demo complete! There we go. Not bad. 86% accuracy, I'll take it. Let me do one run with the Kaiser's fleet. Just so we can complete the tutorial in every way possible. Now we know what we're doing. Is the word at the top mulaic? What does that mean? Also, we're getting some complex letters now. Quick. There we go. I sort of knew it. I sort of had the vibe. Let it sit for a little bit. There we go. If I could get a... There we go. And then just like 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay. Not perfect as in we missed some, but like don't worry about it. Was that 4 mulaic? It was we're getting some long words nowadays. I didn't choose yet. What's large explosive that illuminates? We need some of that. We need some of that. Okay. Okay, we got the mines. Let's stay sharp. Let's stay poignant. Let's stay rapid. Let's knock them before they knock us. You know what I mean? I just sort of had a feeling. It was too long before, like, nothing happened. Yo, the big explosive. The wide bullet. Nice, 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 nice. I think that blew up our own mine. Or they touched it. I don't know. Either or. I'll keep that in mind, or at least I'll consider it. 3, 2, 1. It's as if I was born for this. No, it's dangerous thing to say, but you know, maybe it's true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We nearly had a miracle run of luck. By luck, I mean patience and counting, really. That you're still alive after all that fire? Does it matter how much of an area the thing covers? I assume not. Maybe it does. Maybe the logic is more complex than I'm giving it credit for. I don't care about what shell types I have. No disrespect. We still have the mines from the previous. That's interesting. Maybe I should be keeping them further back then. And then just using my ammo, which is like reloadable. Or maybe I should have like my second wave really far back so that it's just like a insurance policy. Okay. Okay, I think centering it is actually a better idea. I think you do have to wait for it. Hold on, we can get a collat on this. Pretty huge collat, dare I say. Like, I think just hitting it on the edge is not as good as hitting it, like, thoroughly. But then again, you do want, like, the info, but then it also doesn't matter, like, the info is only as good as your ability to, like, do something with the info. And for a game where the primary like interaction method is a whining noise, the noise is not irritating at all. Sunk. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And I'm a fan of this sort of somber music. Except maybe I would prefer it to be a bit less title screen. I don't know what that means, but I'm just having thoughts. I don't think the sea mine supply is that big a deal. Give me enemies decided sooner. Ah, it does tell you what it is even if you don't have the ability to do anything with it right now. What do we atrophied? Okay, let's go up here and let's, you know. Yo, there we go. Sunken. So I've got to wait a bit on that one. I'm gonna assume that if we didn't see one in the same row, it's gonna be here. Oh shit. Let's give it a sec. I'm sure they developed shorthand in Morse code. But I guess, you know what, they probably... The Morse code is the shorthand. Like, the shorthand is in the way you phrase it, not, like, in the way I'm describing it. Okay, I'm not confident enough to flick to them at that point, rather than predicting that point. There we go, look at that. Was there one other in this row that I, like, saw briefly? No. Okay. If I can prevent them from getting to our mines at all, then we've had a great run. Very predictive. I misclicked that one. That's fine, though. Sometimes I right-click instead of left-clicking. It is what it is. 3, 2, 1. That was on fucking point, bro. Look at that. I was about to start like reciting some Anzac Day poems, but I think that would probably... I don't know if that's appropriate. I'm gonna assume not. At least, you know what, maybe it's the most appropriate. But let's not poke the bear of the country that I live in. That's probably the best. Not that I mean, listen, I can say what I want. I don't really have anything to say, which is why I'm not saying what I want. Because I won't say... I feel like if you're gonna be flippant, that's one thing. If you're gonna be intentionally, like, opinionatedly disrespectful rather than, like, just not knowing is different scenarios. Anyway, suppressive shell or reconnaissance shell. Repeatedly fire or intensely bright. Repeatedly fire is new, and it also seems interesting to me. Anyway, we have to... What is 3? What do we want? Just do that. Okay, we got our repeat strike. Not the best first reload, in my opinion. Okay, we sniped it before it got to our mines, which is good. Which is broadly good. Also, I think you do one-shot him much easier if you actually, like, square him in the middle rather than just, like, tipping the bow of the ship a little bit. Yeah, I know what the fucking bow of a ship is. As if it was something to, like, be proud of knowing. Like, it's not something everyone learns when they read a book about boats. The kids do read books. Scratch that, I know they don't. But, like, I guess I'm sort of asking. There we go, quick shot. I had the right idea, and it doesn't take out your mine, I don't think. I think they are just hitting that. There we go, not bad, not bad. Let it cook. I don't know if this logic works, that shooting in the middle is best to light up the entire thing. Quick shot, not bad. Also not bad. Let's wait on this one. Quick, quick. Hello? Also, you see the next, like, the next ammo that you're shooting, because your crosshair radical changes if it's a different, like, type, you know what I mean? There we go, clean. We still have not reached our back mines, which is a great, great pleasure. Oh shit, destroying. Is the final wave or what? Minesweeper sided. I want reload speed. I'm a reloader. We're ready. Faster reload speed. Guns are blazing. Quick. Oh shit. One misclick can send you all the way out there. What is G? Come on! Quick! Okay, not bad. Hopefully, if one slips past me, I am fucked though. Let's be clear on this one. Can you only have 3 at a time? In which case, it seems like a waste. A waste to not be shooting the ones that are like, you know what I mean? Let's just wait for this thing to come into our like vision. Nine enemies left. This may be the final wave. I'm not actually sure. We're gonna quickly switch targets here. There we go. Quick flex. Flick, I meant to say, but you know what? It is a flex also. Oh shit. And I think they do undergo small changes. Wave 6 completed. That should be the end, right? Unless this harder difficulty has more to offer. No, okay, that's the end. Lives left 5. We still didn't even lose a single life. That was a lot of fun. I think there's ways you can, like, obviously this is the demo with literally 2 things in it, so I'm not surprised that there's limited, like, things to show. A real demo, half an hour of content, which is honestly, like, somewhat refreshing in an era of demos that either have 5 minutes of nothing or it's the whole game, but they just cut out, like, 2 floors. Which is also great, by the way. Please keep doing that. I like to play your games. But this was a lot of fun. I like the atmosphere. I like the way things were done. I say, what I want, as the levels progress further and maybe you get different stages, right? It's like, a little bit more, maybe some more limited color, but of course I think your artistry, I don't want to comment on it because it's, like, I think it's good enough for the moment. Anything I have to say would be, I don't want to say the wrong opinion, but the wrong kind of opinion you're looking for. I enjoy it, is I think is sort of enough said. But what else? I think I like the idea of like the like Morse code input sequencing. I think you wanna like because you already kind of dabbling in sort of QTE style, like navigate to the right place and do it. I think you can adapt, like maybe you can make it like coordinates based, like in terms like a huge map. Like I'm thinking design wise, right? Right now you've got your grid system and I think it works very well. But I think you could start having multiple types of like scenarios in which you have to like do your Morse code inputs, because I very much like that. Right? And if you want to go full roguelike mode, you could have like upgrades of like shorthand, like autocomplete shorthands for instance, right? Like basically combos. Like this is kind of fighting game coded in a way. You know what I mean? Like limited inputs and yet more complexity in like sequencing of inputs. You get what I mean? I'm abstracting it a bit to make it clearer. But I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm interested to see how else you can do it. I'm wondering if only this much is in like the full game in terms of like complexity, and it's just more of it. I don't know if it would be enough, but I think like for a great foundation and feeling, I think it's I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Check it out for yourself. Let me know how you all go. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Not even if you enjoyed the video, if you got this far in the video. Honestly, a lot of people, I'm a fan of people leaving YouTube on to do other stuff because I do it myself, and also I don't really care how you view me as long as you view me, to be honest. Well, you know what, that's not true, but it is until I get like 1,000 subs and consistent viewership. At that point, maybe we can afford to be a bit more critical about how people consume, as I just said, the cursed words, critical consumption. I never want to say those words, bro. The fucking anyway. We're entering tangents that are not even tangible. Enjoy me how you want to enjoy me. That now it just sounds provocative in like a lewd way. I'm not meaning that at all. I don't know where I'm going with this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Yeah.